Hey everyone, welcome to ethics. So, if you are seeing this video, you're in my ethics class, and hopefully, you're seeing this before day one of class because it will be very useful for you if you are doing that. So, for this particular class, we are using a textbook called Doing Ethics by Louis Vaughn. I unfortunately do not have my physical copy with me right here, but you can get it in two different ways. There is a link to it on the Norton website that you'll also see in the course materials here. It is not a super expensive book, and the two ways that I would like to suggest that you get this. You can get the new version. You can download it as an ebook. You can do that if you wish. Right? It's the seventh edition. So yes, seventh edition is going to be the one we need because that's the one I'm going to be able to reference as far as pages are concerned. Um, but you can also buy it used. I am not planning on using any of the inquisitive materials that are actually specific to the website this semester. So if you do want to find a version of it, you can find a used version. You can find a new version that's a little cheaper, but you do not need to worry about that book being new. If you want a new book, if you like new books, great, go ahead and do that. But otherwise, you can get the version online. It's perfectly fine. You can also get a used copy that you can actually physically look through. Um, Again, it needs to be seventh edition. We are going to be doing a lot of reading this semester. Now, what do I mean by that? For every single week of class, we are going to be looking through parts of this book. We're going to be looking at chapters, we're going to be looking at sections of chapters, we're going to be looking at extra materials that go along with those chapters. I'm going to be sending you PDFs, I'm going to be linking you to things that I would like you to read. And it is really important that you actually do that reading. One thing that is going to be very essential this semester is that I do not really want to lecture. All right, I don't want to spend my time talking about what's in the chapters. As far as like content, I want to talk about the ideas in the chapters, and I want to talk about them with you as a class. And in order to do that, I want to have conversations. I want to have conversations. I want to have spirited discussions, right? I'm even up for some arguments. That's kind of what we do. But I am very, very intent on making this course into a discussion with you. In order to do that, you have to read the materials. You have to have an idea of what we are doing when we get to class, right? And so that is going to be really important. There are sure going to be some lectures. Of course, I'm going to be presenting you with some PowerPoints, but a lot of that material is going to be material that I'm intending to use as discussion. I don't want to spend the time that we have in class talking through what just is on the pages of the book, what was in the reading that we were assigned. I want to discuss it with you and have those conversations. So um, make sure that your reading is ready, that you are ready to come to class and discuss the material. I want to talk through ethics, right? It's going to be an interesting course. It's going to be an interesting semester. So let's work together on that. To that end, make sure you have your book. Or at least an access to a book in some way. There are some copies in the library. If you absolutely need to use those copies in the library, that's perfectly fine. But this is going to be a great semester as long as you are ready to get to it and actually have those discussions. So I will see you in class, and let's talk. Let's talk.